So when I was a young dad, I was quite popular with my kids because I was on CBeebies, so that was cool. When they were teenagers, I managed to do it again. But largely thanks to them, because my oldest son had a friend who'd been watching YouTube, and he was like, "Dad, look at this mad stuff on YouTube. You've got to see this. This is like CBeebies, but on Mars, let's say. Like, look at this." So I watched it, and I was like, wow, I've seen nothing like this. I've got to get involved with this stuff. And I wrote to Becky Sloan, Joe Pelling, Baker Terry, who are the three main makers of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And I said, I'm working on Dark Crystal at the moment, but I'm really interested in what you're doing. I think it's absolutely amazing. It kind of challenges puppetry in lots of ways, and also it's kind of a bit edgy, and I really like that edgy side of things. Very different to his Dark Materials. We're going to a completely different realm here now. But amazingly, they got back to me, and they said, well, we're making a pilot for a TV show, and we need some experienced puppeteers. Would you like to come and join us? And I was like, yeah, would I? Yes, thank you. So I went along and joined the team that were making the pilot. It then took about 4 or 5 years for them to find the right distributor and right platform, and good on them, because they've got incredible integrity. I think all the people that they went to wanted to kind of modify what they were offering, but they were like, no, we know that what was on YouTube really works. We're going to stick with that. And finally, they found Channel 4, and Channel 4 said, yeah, we'll make it the way you want to make it. And luckily, I got to make a show. So during lockdown, in a very hot summer, in a shopping precinct somewhere in the middle of London, we made the Channel 4 series. So just show you a few little pictures of that. There's me puppeteering Duck. So the way it worked was that we had 2 sets going on simultaneously. So I was lead puppeteer on one set, and my colleague Lisa Gillespie, another fantastic puppeteer, was lead puppeteer on the other set, and we had this team of amazing assistant puppeteers that zipped between us all, that we fought over as to what was going on. So there are some scenes I watch and I go, oh wow, I'm playing everything in that scene. And there are other scenes I watch and I go, I didn't know that happened. Yeah, thanks, Elliot. Well, that's me puppeteering my heart out, basically. Thank you. So as well as Duck and Yellow Guy, which I got to puppeteer a lot, I wasn't Red Guy. We had a guy in a suit for that. We got all the other characters that came in. Electracy was one of my favourites. That rock and roll scene was really fun to puppeteer. Thank you. Yeah, that's me puppeteering Yellow Guy. You can kind of see how some of the kind of ways in which we were puppeteering was all a bit kind of made up in the spur of the moment. We're kind of problem solving all the time, going, how are we going to make this look like these wings are flapping? And there's Fred there with some fishing wire just sort of flapping the wings. Thank you. My favourite of all the episodes, if you haven't seen Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, go to all 4 and watch the family episode. You will never sleep again. You'll never sleep again. That set, I was puppeteering Yellow Guy underneath this bed here, and I left my phone underneath, and all the crew went to lunch. And I was like, oh, I've got to go back in to get my phone. I walked in there, and those 2 were in bed, and I was like, I mean, I don't know what it was. I mean, I'm like, they're only puppets, I know. I operate them. But I was absolutely terrified. But yeah, that was a good one. Thank you. Yeah, you can kind of see there how this job is incredibly physical. One of the things I wanted to say today was interesting. This morning I was watching a video of the well-known animator Tim Allen, who animated many things, including the recent successful production of Pinocchio. And I saw him impersonating a character, or acting that particular character's movements and intentions, which appealed to me because I'm an ex-actor, and then animating what he did. I was thinking, well, that's exactly what I do, with these kind of puppets, is I think, okay, what would Yellow Guy do in this situation? How would he feel? How would he behave? And I do it myself. So that's me. I would, before this scene, definitely would have acted that out and then put that performance into my hands. And I think that's what I love about puppetry, is the fact that I can still be a performer, but I can be somewhat detached from it. I can be outside looking in, but I'm also inside it as well. It's a strange kind of dichotomy, but that's what I love about it. Yeah, there we are. There's Duck, bless him. Really good. And here's a tiny snippet of the show, just if you haven't seen it already.
We gotta get things ready for the big day, big day.
Hey guys!
We gotta get things ready for the special day.
Yay!
Follow
me! And follow me also!
We gotta get things ready for the special day.
Great.
Other projects we've been doing.
I've been doing a show for Sky Kids called The Makery, which has been nice. And there's a I don't think I can talk